Hey, 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 Virgos, how you doing? Laura Schwam here, and I'm going to do a general message for you. Know that energy is fluid, so roles could be reversed. Flip it, switch it, twist it. Interpret the message as it best resonates for you. Take what you need, leave the rest, never force anything, okay? Now, if you're new to my channel, anything that you need to know about what specials go on here, like what giveaways I have, how to find me on any of my social media, what subscriptions I have, all those important links you can find in the description box below. Now, I always start off every reading using my Psychic Soul Healer deck. Card just popped out. Intuition. Just going to put it over to the side. So I always open up every reading looking at the spiritual energy. I want to know what is influencing the energy within your situation, yourself, whatever is the most on your mind. Now, this is going to be a general message, like I said, so not everyone's going to resonate, as I said before. But no, also, because time is fluid, I could be talking about something that did happen, is going to happen in the future, or is happening in the present moment. If it's something that did happen, don't just disregard it. The first part of this reading is the spiritual element of your situation. So if something's being channeled out in the beginning, you're being asked to look at how it's influencing what's happening in the present moment, or how it will influencing something that's important to you in the future. I just like to put that out there because a lot of times like, oh, this already happened, it's not important. Or why did this happen? What also I like to mention is it's always the person that has the most dominant energy that usually it's their perception of the situation that unfolds within the reading. So if you're dealing with someone that's really obsessive, if you're dealing with someone that feels bad, if someone that is just stuck because they can't move forward from the situation, that's the person's perception. Then it's going to read. All right. Now, first card out is Unlock DNA. And as we said, the intuition did come out. And so when I'm feeling intuition, I'm feeling like maybe two people are in separation, and intuition is what they are tapped into. I don't know why I was feeling that. I was just kind of feeling like you also tend to be someone that leads by your intuition. And really unlocking DNA has to do with healing spiritual wounds. When we heal spiritual wounds, they turn into spiritual gifts. And I think intuitively, you know the person that you're connected to isn't that great for you, doesn't make you feel good, that there's a sense of, again, self-denying, which is what I felt. I felt like a lack, a limitation. So if we find ourselves in a relationship that the person is making us feel as if we're not enough, or that we have to deny ourselves of the emotional fulfillment that we're supposed to get from a person, I'm not talking about the sex, I'm not talking about the intimacy, I'm talking about the intimacy that comes with trust, the intimacy that you create with someone from doing things that creates a strong emotional bond. And I believe the root chakra imbalance is the environment that you grew up in, which was you didn't feel supported. And so your intuition is obviously your intuition, which is an internal knowing that knows even if logically there's nothing that's happening that's telling you anything, you can tell by the person that you're connected to through their behaviorisms, how they treat themselves, how they're treating other people that are in their environment, not even you, but then on top of it, how they've treated you. So again, but then there is this, again, spiritual connection where quantum coherence is almost like seeing the signs and the symbols and the synchronicity, the higher meaning of life that is not seen. It's more, again, felt. It's like the flow of the universe that we tend to, again, can feel within when we have a good connection with someone, when someone feels like home, when so that this is, again, we're holding on to, there's a lot of paradox energy here, which is you're a soulmate. You feel like I should feel connected to you. I know that you hold a purpose in my life, and it's a greater one. And the greater one from a spiritual perspective is that when we heal the spiritual wound of self-denying, when we deny ourselves, and that we deny ourselves by staying with someone that doesn't give to us, then we never unlock our DNA, because you unlock your DNA and heal your DNA and upgrade your DNA when you shift out of a fear state consciousness into a unconditional love state consciousness, because you are actually the universe, which is unconditional love. It resides in you. So whenever you're at ease, it's obviously not going with the flow of the universe, and we can feel that it's an imbalance. So I'm feeling as if you're being presented with a situation that is making you like choose almost between your heart and your head. Like the heart and the is this, I have a deep connection with this person, but everything that they're doing is telling me that it's, again, out of alignment. One more from this deck, and it's, again, that timeless energy, which is that soulmate twin flame relationship. Now, we know that every single soulmate twin flame we're supposed to be with. Some are past life karmic mates. And past life karmic mates, there is an intense chemistry. You do feel like it's home. You do feel as if you're supposed to be with this person almost. Because, again, there's that familiarity. There's that unconditional love. There is a great chemistry. All the elements. However, not if they are self-denying you, again, or themselves. They're self-denying themselves to be with you too. And that's really, so I kind of feel like there's an energy there where I was more focused on how it was treating you, which they are denying you, but they're denying themselves. However, the healing where you unlock DNA is when you do something different, where the intuition and the timelessness go with the fact that this is a soulmate twin flame relationship. However, your person is not going with the flow of the universe. They're kind of like ignoring it. They're going against it. There's a lot of fear and there's a lot of judgment. I don't know why, but this is the overall spiritual energy that's happening within your situation. So if you're wondering, am I attached to a soulmate twin flame? Is this something that is, again, that person that I'm attached to, that I'm thinking about, do they feel the same way about me? The answer is yes. However, they're in a state of self-denying. I don't know why. We'll find out why, but you're not getting enough. And so you're being presented with, should I stay or should I go? What is this person going to do? What are they feeling? What the heck is going on? Is what we want to know. Second chance. I believe that even though that you may be in separation, there's a sense that this person may not have offered you a second chance, but I think that they feel as if they can get a second chance. Self-sabotage, and that's, again, how I believe that they did self-sabotage, because, again, self-denying. They weren't giving anything. And so what little bit that they gave, because I feel like some of them breadcrumbed, it was a way that they do self-sabotage themselves. So again, it doesn't mean that they don't have feelings for you. What it means is that they have a lot of spiritual blocks. No one else makes me feel the way you do, which is what I was saying, that soulmate twin flame relationship. But what's going on with the person? The person self-sabotages themselves all the time. So, and I would actually think like, well, because I have intuition with this person and our love is like timeless. I can feel like the familiarity and that you feel like home. However, I'm not going to give anything and I'm not going to do anything. Almost like that's enough. They feel like being in a relationship in the 3D is enough for them almost, which is not how they're going to unlock their DNA, because we unlock our DNA by actually our actions, our habits, our behaviorisms. What we do is what turns on and off our DNA, right? That's why sickness and disease is only 5% inherited. It's only 5% inherited because if we change our habits that are different than our families, then we get a different outcome. Well, you're being asked to do that. That's how you unlock DNA, not by staying in a place of limitation, because the person that you're connected to likes to self-sabotage themselves. Even though there's a sense like, again, because like you really do like have feelings for this person, no one makes you feel this way, because again, it's a deep soul connection. So that's again a spiritual challenge here. Don't let negativity bring you down. So I believe that there's a sense that you don't want to be with this person because they haven't done the work on themselves. So a lot of times you're not going to get a positive result. When you have a person that is committed to, staying in limitation, what they'll do is they'll expect you to compromise. And there's a sense that you're like, no, I don't want to compromise, which I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Finding out the truth crushed me. So I believe that this person, again, the person that you're connected to, always acted like they wanted a relationship. And because you could feel that spiritual connection and that chemistry, you confuse that. And you confuse that as if they wanted a real relationship. I feel like they were here for a good time, but not a long time. And not per se that they were going to use you, but more or less like, I'm going to be able to experience you without committing to you. And it's not because of any other reason, but because I want to be comfortable and I want to be lazy. And I don't really, because I have a lot of fear is what I feel. I messed up. I know. Yeah, because this person is not giving anything, and I was expecting like this 3D relationship to like take place. It's like, and this is what happens when we have trauma. When we have trauma or when we're stuck in a relationship with someone else. And so, which again, if we're staying in a relationship with someone else, but we're emotionally not giving, we would detach from that. And so never be able to give that much. But also, if we've gone through a lot of experiences and are not even in a relationship anymore, we would be detached and a sense of, I can keep this relationship in fantasy land almost. It never grounds. So I never give you enough. But the reason why is because I'm self-denying myself because of my situation. Don't know what that situation is yet, but this is why. So it's again, what you felt was real is what I'm trying to get at. I was only fooling myself by thinking that I could ever forget you. So they know that they didn't treat you well. They know, but not every soulmate twin flame relationship we're supposed to be with. Sometimes you're just a catalyst for someone else's healing. But this person is actually looking at this. I am focused on myself right now because I need healing. So they know. So, and that's what I was saying. I said, you are the catalyst for their healing, because what has happened is that they didn't give anything. They wanted to keep it up in the 3D, and so obviously everyone would get tired. No one would stay in a relationship with someone that just keeps it in the 3D. I just want to pull 3 cards to see, why does anyone want to keep their relationship in the 3D? What is so traumatic that someone would be afraid to actually ground the relationship or again try. And sometimes it's just a lack within self, meaning not don't feel good, don't feel like one's good enough. Just sometimes it could be just I don't want to commit. We don't know. I don't know why, but let's see. Again, Three of Pentacles, appreciation. So if anything, this person does appreciate you. They do. But I'm actually feeling that because I pulled the self-sabotage card earlier, like, and it's almost like this person doesn't believe that they can have it, that they can have someone that actually treats them nice. And this would be a psychological reversal. It's that when we want to be in a relationship with someone that gives us love, that gives us what we need, but instead we're getting someone that has a connection, but they're going to deliberately not treat us well. They do appreciate us. They do love us. Again, but they're not. The strength card is upside down, and that strength, that when I see the strength card, that strength is all about internal strength. So it's almost like when this person gets around people that they care about, people that they do have feelings for, people that they do appreciate, if they don't have any strength anymore, it's like they get anxiety. They feel as if they're losing control because they're not emotionally intelligent. So instead of being positive, and I say that because again, strength came out backwards. It's like, so appreciation came out forward. So it's not that the person doesn't appreciate, but they self-sabotage, and they self-sabotage to get in their own way. It's again because the high priestess is like, there's too many things I don't know. There's too many things I don't know. I feel like you know too much about me without me even saying anything. There's a sense that um, the relationship is so deep and I do care that I can't help but to be somewhat open, and I don't really want to do that. So I keep you at a distance. So that's no really reason why. And then again, judgment. So it's again, and you see that it's reversed. So it's also the person doesn't trust themselves. They have poor judgment within themselves. So they don't really view anything outside of themselves to really like them or trust themselves enough because of the way that they feel about themselves. And when a person self-sabotages themselves, they can always find reasons why, right? Why you shouldn't love me. And that's the person thinks that they're keeping themselves safe. This is what it looks like. But they are starting to know that they need healing on themselves. They know. But this is what's pretty much happening right now. That they didn't give anything, and so you know, kind of like in order for you to move up to the next spiritual level within your situation, you would have to, disconnect from this person. You'd have to, because it would be too painful. You would stay in a low vibration of hurt and pain because this person is too afraid. So let's see, are they going to do anything, or do they want to say anything? Do they want to do anything? Do they going to say anything? I'm sorry that I judged and criticized you. I took my issues out on you when it wasn't your fault. So I believe, again, the self-sabotage is, again, a little bit of gaslighting, a little bit of every time you get close, I'm going to put up boundaries, deliberately start fights, deliberately get in my own way because I feel like you can read right through me. Again, that's the high priestess told us that. And then losing you is my biggest regret. I feel totally lost and alone now. You deserve better than me. Again, going back to you feel better, and a little bit of pity is what I'm feeling because that person is committed to staying in a low vibration. They're committed to staying, like having this relationship just in the 3D. They're keeping themselves locked and limited. I still love you. I dream of being with you. I imagine waking up to you, next to you, and cuddling with you every day. This person is like still in daydream land. They're still not interactive. They are detached. They dream of it. They want it, but we're not seeing any action. And this is how they're sabotaging themselves. This is how they're traumatizing themselves. I wish I could fix things between us. So again, they're looking for you to like try and fix things between them, because it's, again, they're not emotionally intelligent. They're not strong enough. They'd rather stay in the 3D due to, again, what has happened in their life. So I believe that this person at one time came on and acted as if they wanted more. I do believe that. But when it got real, they self-sabotage themselves. And they self-sabotage themselves because it feels more comfortable. It feels more comfortable to stay in this energy of, instead of open up their heart. I'm sorry, I know that that's harsh, but it's the truth. And I want to see in this story, Now let's see, what are the wounds that they're dealing with? Angry. They're angry. And again, which happens a lot of times when we go through relationships that we feel that we've given and we're betrayed. So we stay angry, and this is why we don't open up our hearts. We don't trust, but in the end, never doing it, we never move out of that energy. And deceiving, too afraid that people are going to lie, And that might be you too now. The wound that they cause in you is now you're angry because you feel that they deceived you because someone has done that to them. So in the end of the day, they know that they lost you. They know that they lost you over it. But it's, again, their fear. This is a prime example of a person that doesn't feel good about themselves, doesn't trust themselves, has gone through too many bad relationships, hasn't done any healing. So they finally come to a place where they're saying, life just is not working. I need to start to put some energy, and that's the only good thing. I need to focus on myself because they need healing, so that they do know that. You know what? I just want to pull one from this deck, which is battling inner demons. So it's, again, they're in a state of healing right now. So if you're not talking to your person, the main reason why is because of the fact that they know that they need healing. They have to look at how they've gone through life and how they're detached. And when people are detached, in order to stay detached, it doesn't mean that they're not drinking and doing other things to stay detached, because it's hard to not feel and not be connected to people. But then you're also having superficial and surface relationships that after a while, it's more of an addictive behavior, which is because they have battles inside of them about how they feel and based on past relationships. So they're still caught up in whoever was their past relationship and what has transpired in their past relationships that have made them feel so limited. So the last card that I'm going to pull is just, I want to see, what's the point? Why in heaven's name would we wind up having to date a person like this? I know that all relationships are spiritual tests that help us evolve into higher states of consciousness. But why? What is the reason? And this card fell out, which is timing and intentions. There are subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love and abundance. The universe is helping us make them conscious so we can easily attract what we want, including each other. So your person is healing so that they feel that they could be a better match for you. They literally, again, that there, see that there are our unconscious fears, and that's pretty much why this person didn't know why they kept sabotaging their relationship with you. I think it's a course of a bunch of things that have happened, and now they're actually tired of staying in the 3D. That's not enough for them. They're tired of staying detached. And really, this is great because it brought them to a place of healing. So, and really, you are the catalyst because they're saying, I want to match your energy so that I could be a better match to you. So that's why that happened to this person. But what is any spiritual message of why you had to go through it? Because you're not them. You're the catalyst for them. But what was your point? I'm having a feeling that it has to do with learning about unconditional love or forgiveness or an energy like that. Because when we have a soulmate twin flame, that kind of does us wrong, that by not coming forward and denying us, it is, and we have to put the energy back on ourselves. We learn that to give ourselves the self love, but let's see what it is because it's like, why did I have to go through that shit? Mirrors, being mirrors for each other makes self love so important. I wish I was there to love you. If I'm not, I want you to love and nurture yourself. And didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? That's exactly what I said. I said that's the answer. That this person was a mirror for you to see how you were treating yourself, and really that they weren't giving you enough. So it was kind of like a spiritual test, the number one spiritual test, which is all about learning to love yourself. And when a person is giving so little and they're not interactive in the relationship, but you can feel that they have feelings, and it's just a hard thing, and that they want a second chance, but they're not really doing anything. And you would like a second chance, but you know that they're not doing. It comes down to a place where you have to make a choice. And that choice was, you're not giving me anything. So I have no choice, regardless of what I feel, and regardless of the fact of what I know you feel, you still need to, again, rise to where I am, and you rise within your character, and that's what your person is finally doing. So it doesn't say whether you guys will be together, but what this does say is that you were the catalyst for their healing. All right, I hope that was helpful. Now, if you resonated, give me a like, comment the word healer in your comment bar if you want to win that reading. And again, subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you all soon, Virgos. Bye.